Welcome back, astronomical learners. I'm your host, Deanna, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about background knowledge, and I'm using some dollar store flashcards. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Alright, so welcome back to our Teach It Tuesday series. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about background knowledge. So if you didn't already know, a student either comes to your classroom with some background knowledge, or your job as a teacher or a tutor or a parent is going to be not just providing background knowledge, but also knowing how to encourage that development of background knowledge. So a lot of these cards are going to be familiar, but I would say even if a teacher, if you have an English language learner student, you can't always guarantee that it will be familiar. So I want you to feel more comfortable of how to do this. So I would say these would easily go with maybe like an animal storybook, or if you have a theme of like community helpers, because a lot of these things, especially building background knowledge, it's really easy to do it when you have a theme or a holiday or kind of a seasonal way to incorporate it. So let's say you have a field trip going to the zoo, or if your student is really interested in just animals at that moment. That's a good time to talk about background knowledge. So one thing, and you might be a music teacher too, but think about the animal and also look at the words. So this is a good time to expose students to different vowel teams that they might not see until they're older, and that's okay. So we want to model roar, roar, and we want to ask, hey, what sound? Or we could just read the card and it says, what sound does a lion make? So let's say that a student doesn't know. We want to not give them the direct answer all the time, but we want to encourage that background knowledge. We can think about, oh, have you seen the movie Lion King? Have you read books with lions in it? Have you heard the song, Oh, the Lion Sleeps Tonight? Have you heard the Katy Perry song? And we can connect it to roar, roar. And we want to spell this. I will say, when I was in kindergarten, one of the wonderful ways that my teacher modeled writing and spelling was writing the lyrics of songs. So when you are modeling this, you can write roar, roar, and I like to show the uppercase and then also the lowercase version. Roar, roar. And then we can even write the word lion to know that we're developing that background knowledge and that vocabulary. All right, here we go. I'm going to flip these over. What sound does a duck make? So let's think about this. Maybe we could ask, oh, when was the time that you saw a duck? Were you in the park with your family? Were you passing by a pond? Have you watched Disney? Do you know who Donald Duck is? Do you know who Daffy Duck is? Oh, that's right. Quack, quack. And this might be one of the first times a student sees the QU together and the CK. So look, we can model quack, quack. And then we can even put duck in here. And I can even explain, hey, why am I capitalizing the duck? Oh, that's right, because it's who we're talking about. But it's lowercase here. Isn't that interesting? Quack, quack. All right, next one is, what sound does a frog make? Let's think about it. When might you see a frog? Oh, would it be in the morning? Would it be in the night? Oh, maybe after a rainstorm. That's right, I used to see frogs all the time when I was a little girl after a rainstorm. Oh, what about at the pond? The bullfrog. Isn't there a song down by the bay where the watermelon grows? Yeah, that's right. We can talk about that song. Oh, that's right. Ribbit, ribbit. So even if a student can't fully decode that yet, we can model. That's right. Ribbit. Oh, we got that double letter. That's interesting. rib it. Oh, that's right, and I'm going to write the word. What's the animal again? Have the students remind you. Frog. Frog, that's right. Frogs go ribbit, ribbit. So that's an easy way to use this. Now I want to show you how can we use this for community helpers. Because animals are great, but what about with people? So who? We have a question here. And also I want you to notice, this is an easy comprehension question, and we're practicing oral language. We're using receptive language skills and expressive language skills. So I'm going to ask, or I'm going to say, I put out fires and help with emergencies. Now, is a student going to be able to read this on their own? Probably not, unless they're older. But I'm going to say, who am I? Oh, that's right, I'm a firefighter. And you know what I would do with this? I would point it out and say, look, that's like 2 words. Fire plus fighter. Okay, so we put it together and it is 1 word. What do we call that? Is that a compound word? Firefighter. Okay. Okay, so you got to think, in school, we have the background knowledge. Are all these kids walking to school? No. Do any of these kids bike to school? They might. Do some of these kids ride a car to school? Yeah. But what do most kids probably take? Let's find out. I take students to school every day. Who am I? So we're not talking about the object, because a student might scream out, oh yeah, bus. We're talking about the bus. But do we have self-driving buses yet? Maybe in a few years, but not right now. We're talking about the person. Oh, that's right, a bus driver. Okay, so let's write, and remember that's 2 different words. Bus driver. So it's not a compound word, it's 2 different words to make one person's job. Bus driver. And you notice part of their job is in their title, in their name. Okay, look. And we have here, I help protect the city. Who am I? Ooh. Now this has to be a decodable word, right? Oh, nope, they didn't choose the decodable one. I am a police officer. So I would say, how could we spell police officer with 3 letters? That's right, we could say cop. Cop. Or I'd even say, let's say we're not in the city, maybe we're in the county. If you're not a cop, you might be a deputy, or you could be a sheriff, not just police. Give students that background knowledge, because we want to be mindful. Is every student going to know what a police officer is, or will they feel comfortable saying they know what a police officer is? No. We might have students that have good interactions with police officers. We might have students that parents are police officers. So we want to build that background knowledge in a safe way where they feel like they can share and they're transferring that working memory into long-term memory. Okay. Last one. I help build the city. Who am I? Now, if I'm a student, I'm already thinking, oh, maybe truck, maybe dump truck. What could this be? Oh, that's right, the person. I am a construction worker. Now, is a student going to automatically, in kindergarten or pre-K or even 1st grade, know how to spell construction? No. This is a great word that's multisyllabic that a teacher can model. Construction. Oh, that's right, that T-I-O-N makes that shun sound. Oh. So we have construction. And And how do we know that? Oh, that's right. There's a vowel, vowel, vowels. So we're going to split it up just like this. Construction. So let me know if these tips are helpful. But thank you for watching.